Hey everybody, Red Kiwi here. We are racing downtown Vancouver in Canada. It's Dragons. We are just approaching the start line on race 1. Downtown Vancouver there in the background. There is the committee boat. Just letting the jib flap a little bit so we don't get too much speed. We're using the GoPro Max, which I picked up a short while ago. Really impressed with it so far. I've got it mounted. Alright, so that boat ahead, just watch that one real carefully. There's the starting mark. We've got 14 seconds. 10 seconds.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. They're already over there.
Yep, they went over too early. Really good start. There we go, there's the starting mark, there's the rest of the fleet. We had a great start, we were ahead of the fleet. And as you'll see, that boat had to go around. We had a few problems with some of the equipment on this race, as you will discover. This is where we started to determine that we had a problem. So basically, we're trying to pull the jib in as close as possible, and you can haul it in with the big sheet, and then one of those controls up there on the cockpit allows you to fine tune that, and that's where we were having some problems. So we're just going to try and haul it in with brute force here. We're ahead of the fleet at the moment as we head on the upward leg to the first mark. Downtown Vancouver to the right, North Shore Mountains, beautiful, beautiful place to sail. So he's going to luff it up, so he's going to head into irons or head into the wind to take a little bit of pressure off the jib. And we're trying to haul that in. Not good. So we're definitely on the outside of the course here. There's 5 boats in the race. We've got, we see 3 there. Number 4 had to go around, and we are in number 5. Now we're looking for the mark to find our ley line. So getting ready to tack to the first mark. Beautiful downtown Vancouver there in the background. Kitsilano Beach and what have you to our right. Here we go.
Something's keeping me in place.
This is where we're struggling a little bit getting that jib in, getting it pretty close here to the rest of the boats. This is the Dragon fleet. You will see on the top of the sails a little D with a underline, which symbolizes the Dragon class. A lot of boats on in the harbour this evening. We've got some Martins, Stars, the Dragons, some other boats as you see on the same course. We're having to sort of navigate our way through them. Lane, the captain, doing a really great job of keeping us. Stars is coming through. Lane explaining a little bit of his tactics here based on the troubles we were having with the jib. We're going to see if we can get it in using the fine adjustment, and we not getting any movement whatsoever. See the two red marks over to the left. The second one on the right is where we'll be rounding. You can see one of the Dragons there rounding that first mark. Just having a look up at the jib there, trying to see how far we've got it in, but we are going to be tacking to the first mark. We need to get the spinnaker up because we are on the downward leg. Dave heading up to get the spinnaker pole ready. This is the second time Dave and I have sailed, and we're just getting ourselves into a rhythm. So the topping lift is the one that Dave just grabbed there. I'm trying to get it up higher, but I don't think I'd released the jib sheet on the port side, and that's why it's stuck. Oh, sorry, the spinnaker sheet.
Why is this? Something's tight.
And then Lane releases it, and there it is.
Okay, spinnaker up. Spinnaker up.
A lot of delay here. Any advice folks have got, let us know in the comments. We need that jib.
Spinnaker halyard says spinnaker halyard. Spinnaker halyard all the way on. All the way on. All the way on. Hard. Go, 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 go.
Now we're bringing the spinnaker up.
Go, go, go.
You can see the boat behind us has got their spinnaker up, so we are at least 6 seconds, I would say. Possibly more, I would say. Almost 10 seconds behind getting our spinnaker up compared to that other boat. Now we need to fill the jib so that it can get out of the way of supplying the spinnaker with wind.
Alright. Yep, quiet. Speaker off. Good.
And now we need to bring the tweakers in, so it really is that. You can't see it on this view, but just bringing the spinnaker on the pole side down close to the boat.
We can't go to windward like that. We got no ability to do it. I don't know whether we're pulling on rope or what's going on. We got to track that. So actually, why don't you come down and face those ropes and figure out which one does what.
So we're just trying to figure out what's going on with which one of the ropes is supposed to, which one of the sheets is supposed to adjust that jib. And basically what we found out is that there is a shock cord that keeps the pulleys in a position which helps us get leverage on the sheet so that we can bring in the jib. The shock cords have basically had it, so they need to be replaced. Hopefully we can get that sorted before the next race. It should be in about 2 or 3 weeks. So I think we're going to drive.
Yep.
Quite enjoying the GoPro Max actually. As you can see, I've basically had one picture down the bottom right pointed at us, so you can kind of see our actions in the cockpit and reactions. So here we're just going to move the spinnaker pole over. A little bit tricky, as you'll see in a few seconds. So we clip that on, but I think it pops off again right there.
You released it by pulling on the cable. One of the poles of that type of system.
You need 2 ropes on this.
Yes, you do. They separate them. We don't do that in these. You have 2 ropes. Let it go forward, 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 forward. Yeah, now feed it there. Okay, pull it on this one. Pull. Yeah, that's the problem.
Where's the green line?
Let it go forward a bit. Okay, pull. And pull. Pulling on the lower one. Pull.
Definitely have to get more efficient. We've lost some ground, as you can see on that boat just on our
Okay, see going forward and pull. Pull it back.
side.
Now, fleet it there. Fleet it. Fly the chute. There you go.
We're kind of gaining on them here. It's interesting. Yeah, super interesting.
All right. Lane's just getting me to try and get
out. Fly the corner. Get the corner luffing.
So I'm trying to get the spinnaker luffing, so the edge
Watch your spinnaker. Don't look at him.
just flapping a little bit.
Okay.
So it's not at its maximum power just yet.
Out. You're not luffing.
There we go.
Now you're in.
Really had to let it out a lot there. Just learning. How do I know, like, whether to pull the one end
What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm
with
going
the
to
spinnaker pole or the other?
Come down towards so that we can bring the sail back. Bring it in. Trying to bring the sail down when you're close to the surface is a lot harder. That'll give you time to get the spinnaker pole.
Let me know in the comments.
Here we go. So I'll tell you when. As soon as I try you can trip it and start putting it away. Someone's going to have to release the copy weight for you so you can, okay?
Maybe that's this one on the right.
It's the red one, yeah.
Yeah. So what'll happen is you'll hand it over to all right, hand it to me. Pull down. Pull down. You ready on your feet?
So
Not yet?
we are going to round this mark up ahead.
Now,
Just about. Come on, board.
the spinnaker has to be
Spinnaker halyard release. Get ready? Hang on to it, Dave.
So we're just
Down.
about to bring the spinnaker down and put it into the chute,
Here we go. Down.
into the so that orange and white triangular marker up there.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep
That's
going.
our bottom
Okay, now,
mark.
Spinnaker sheet. Spinnaker halyard tight. No, that's good. That's good. Jib out.
Need the jib out.
On
We
the
are
right-hand
losing
side,
speed
not the
right
left.
now.
Jib here. There's the jib. Out.
It's on the wrong side.
Let this go.
There we go. We need to get that a lot faster. If you look at the boat behind us, they've already got their jib out.
All the way. We gotta go to windward now. Let's go.
And we're trying to pull that jib in, but without those fine adjustments, it's a lot of work. Now watch this boat behind us. They're gonna tack right there. It's interesting.
On the ones that I haven't checked in. So you see the blocks behind the ones that are four. Are they tight together?
As you can see on the top of the cockpit there, just where Dave reached, there's actually 3 sheets or 3 lines. The one that he's pulling right there is the fine adjustment for the jib. It's not working because of the shock cords. The second one is adjusts the tweakers, which is the distance that the pulley that is holding the jib is the distance it away from the boat, so it actually adjusts the shape. And then the top one is the topping lift for the spinnaker pole. So now he's talking about the tweakers. So that's where we need to pull these ones in. Wish I could point at them. So we went on a very different ley line than the other boats. Be interesting to see how this pans out. And we're going to tack over now. I'd be fascinated to understand, how do you get that jib to pop over and not get caught on the mainstays there? Sometimes what I've been trying to do is get it to backfill so there's pressure on it and then release the sheet. Sometimes it doesn't go all the way over. Yeah, we're still a little bit confused on what all each of the ropes do. We haven't been sailing really for a year and a half because of COVID. So just getting re-familiar with the different controls here in the Dragon. And here we are trying to pull that jib just in a little bit closer. If you look at the tail sails, the one on the outside is looking really good. And the one on the inside is looking pretty good now too. Before it was just a little bit loose. Lane there talking that he thinks it might be the shock cord, and he's very right. So we'll be rounding the top mark again, and something that I want to do a lot better, I think, going forward is getting the spinnaker chute out much earlier. We lose a lot of speed when we round that mark. I think in the last mark we were 10 seconds behind getting our chute out compared to the people beside us. Got to get better at that. The tacks are not too bad if we can get it closer to the shroud. Once we get the shock cords fixed, we should be good there. But it really is the jibes that we need to get much more efficient at, and rounding those the top marks, I guess the windward marks, as we go around and get that spinnaker chute open, get the jib rolled up so that it's out of the way. The more efficient we can get at that, the less speed we're going to lose as we round that top mark. Dave's under the cockpit right now, just checking out those ropes, and this is where he really discovers the shock cords. We're just going through a tag now, and I skipped through a little bit of the video here as we just sort of heading for the finish line now. And there's the finish mark right there, the checkered mark. We didn't come in last. We've got a boat to the left. We almost caught the boat on the right.
Okay, down the spinnaker for
So there's race number 1, the Dragons in Vancouver. We'll get another recording as we race again in around 2 to 3 weeks. If you've got any comments, let us know, and we look forward to seeing you soon.